Hello, everyone. I would like to share with you some folklore from the Ohio Valley area that I have found particularly interesting. Please excuse the lack of camera quality or editing, and enjoy this campfire story that is perfect for a cool summer evening. Legends abound throughout human civilization on the ways of nature, how animals behave and interact not only with us, but with each other. Most have heard the stories of elephant graveyards, where the noble, elderly pachyderms march to their fate in solitude. Dolphins going away to secluded reefs, away from their pods when they know that soon they'll be too weak to surface for air. A similar story was told in the Colonial Era in what is now Pike County, Ohio, of an ancient graveyard for gray wolves. According to legend, the giant spirit of a wolf, known as Old Raridan, still watches over one such place. Atop a flat hill studded with granite, the many wolves that used to dwell in the Ohio Valley region would march to their deaths when age caught up with them. Their bones bleached in the sun as vultures circled overhead. This gave the sacred place its name, Great Buzzard Rock, and later simply Big Rock. While the Native Americans and early European settlers had managed to find balance with the wild canines, it would not last. More and more humans found themselves cutting down woods, clearing acres for agriculture and raising livestock. These were easy targets for the wolves, which quickly frustrated the frontiersmen, who began a campaign of extermination. The number of wolves across the region plummeted as the price of progress was paid. However, there was one who always managed to persist and keep his pack strong, an abnormally large gray wolf that the locals called Old Raridan. During attacks on flocks and herds, farmers would see the monstrous king of beasts and his mate watching from the tree line. By the time that one could raise their musket and take aim, the clever pair would flee. Year after year, the pack dwindled from the wrath of the settlers, and Big Rock would become coated with the bones of the wild wolves that managed to drag themselves back to the ceremonial grounds. People began to whisper that Old Raridan held some supernatural power, or that he was even the devil himself. Preachers would pray for the creature's destruction for its crime of survival. Bounties were posted. Eventually, a hunting posse would be formed, and they made their trek to Big Rock. There they found Raridan's mate, and with a barrage of black powder, they felled her. Cautiously, the men approached to confirm the kill. Their boots crunched the bones of long-gone pack members underfoot as their hunting dogs followed with tails between their legs. As they neared, an explosion of fury came from the bushes as Old Raridan pounced before the group and began to attack the dogs. One by one, his fangs bit down and cast aside the bloodhounds, snarling and barking with such ferocity that many men dropped their guns and considered flight. But alas, they reloaded and fired upon Old Raridan, mortally wounding him, though he kept fighting. Many ran out of ammo as the fur of the beast became black as the night from his bleeding. The villagers' torches did not burn as bright as the fire in Old Raridan's eyes. When they were certain that the wounds were fatal, the men rallied to fall back into the woods and leave the king where he was. From a safe distance they watched him. He gingerly took his deceased mate by the scruff of her neck and began dragging her body to the top of Big Rock. With the moon bathing them and the bones of their fallen pack in tranquil light, he released her body. Then, Old Raridan reared his head back and let out a defiant yet mournful howl. The blood of the hunters ran cold as they heard the lament, and warmth only returned when they saw that he too fell dead. All went quiet. Today, locals in the area of Pike County still swear that on dark, moonless nights, the woods around the region known as Big Rock shake from the sound of howling. If you are brave enough to venture to the top of the structure, you may even catch a glimpse of the spirit of Old Raridan, still looking out over the hunting grounds of his pack, and awaiting the day that his kind return to reclaim the land as his once again. I would like to thank you all for listening to this little interpretation of an old Ohio Valley legend. I've included the source link in the description and encourage you all to look into the local legends of your neck of the woods. Perhaps there is a wild wolf somewhere with a story to tell that defies generations.